about to go live with the training. I hope you're doing well. I know I'm doing well. And it's 5:47 a.m. and we're about to get started. I'm going to set up the timer and we're going to start with the warm-up. How are you doing this morning? I hope you're doing all right. And I hope you slept well and are having a good time preparing for the holiday and festive season. At least that's what it is, my part of the world. Maybe your part of the world. It's a bit different. I'm going to do some simple things today. We're basically going to warm up with the kettlebell, and we're just going to go through the same motions with first increasingly heavier kettlebells and then increasingly lighter kettlebells. So it's just going to be simple progression of the flow. Nothing very special. For those of you watching, my name's Toby. I'm 40 years old and I train to live an active, self-sufficient and adventurous life. I do that by minding my sleep, minding what I eat, and training my strength, conditioning and mobility here at home with some kettlebells, or by going out for a run, or by going to the gym occasionally, even though I've cancelled my gym membership for next year because I do not find myself going there often enough, and it is money that I'm spending. So you need to be smart about the money we're spending as well, right? Beyond that, I try to spend time with people I love and care about. I try to do things that I enjoy, and I try to live a generally stress-free life. Now the question maybe is, well, why am I so vested in health and fitness and longevity? Well, two reasons. First of all, we're going to get older, whether we like it or not, with modern medical advances, barring any tragedies that might strike us, illness, disease, accidents. We're probably set to be anywhere between 80 and 100 years old. But the sad thing about that fact is that the last 10 years of our life are probably going to be fraught and riddled with disease and discomfort because we're not doing enough to prepare ourselves physically and mentally for becoming that old. There are a couple of things that we can do to stave off some of that disease and discomfort, and that's one of the reasons why I am trying to stay fit, healthy, strong, build muscle, build conditioning, build stability and mobility so that I have the range of motion, the freedom, the strength, and the ability to do the things that I want to do, to go out and go on all kinds of adventures that I want to go out on. So that's one. Two is I have kids, and if you're like me and you have kids, or maybe you have grandkids already, you want to be able to play with them. Kids play on the floor, kids run around, kids climb on things, kids want to be carried, lifted up, and you need to have the strength and conditioning to keep up with them. Not only now for me, but as they grow up into teenagers, I think it's also nice for them to have a dad who's active and able to participate in the things that they like to do in life. So here I am. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to start off with a simple warm-up, and then we're going to go on to some kettlebell strength and conditioning training with the 12 and the 16. This is about the way I feel, not about the way I look, friends. So I have no interest in making pictures of myself or videos of myself without my shirt on, or being able to take off my shirt in public or anything like that. This is about feeling fit, competent, and capable for whatever life is going to throw at me. And if that's something you're interested in, you go ahead and check out my channel and maybe subscribe, and we can continue this conversation into 2025. That being said, remember, we're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. And the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. So I'm going to hit the timer, and we are going to get started, friends. Let's go. And we're just going to start off very light and very easy. We're going to lift a deadlift, a row, two-handed clean, press it overhead, put it back down. And we're also not going to do this in any kind of speedy way. We are just going through these motions, and we're going to add a squat to that. There we go. Easy peasy. Nothing to it. And there's no need to overdo any of this, as we're still warming up at 5:52 a.m. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some swings, two-handed, just very light. And again, the only reason to do this is to check in with my body. How am I moving? Do I feel strong? Is everything working? Are there certain parts of my body that I want to be mindful of during the workout? Because we've got quite some work to do. And we're going to repeat that again. Then we're going to do that one-handed because a lot of the work we're going to do unilaterally. Poor man's gym. Good morning, my friend. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm guessing it's about 10 in the evening where you're at. It's 5:53 a.m. where I'm at. Did you have a good day and do any kind of workout today? Maybe. Let me know. It's good to hear from you. And how are your preparations for the holiday season going? Have any plans? We are going to be doing a lot of family time here. And that's going to be the extent of it. No travel, no stress. Just going out, spending time with the family. All right, and swings. There we go. Jim, not doing much for holidays. It's been busy at work. Deep tissue work on back now. It's very nice. And taking time off from work is important. I just realized I need to put some tape around my wrists. So I'm here talking to you. Just off screen, don't worry. But taking time off work is important, I think. And a nice thing to be able to do. And I think something that we could all enjoy doing, for sure. That's the tape. That's me cutting the tape and placing it on my wrist. Your back feeling better after having done that work? It's probably glad to get some respite from the intense training that you've been putting yourself through. And you've been keeping up, showing up and doing the work. I have a lot of respect for that, as the kind of work you're doing. For anyone who's watching, they should check out your channel. It's impressive. There we go, to protect my wrist from the cheap kettlebells that I bought. I've been rolling on a baseball. Yeah, I can understand that. We're moving on to one-armed work. So we're doing the same motion. Deadlift, row, clean, pressing with one arm, and squatting. Yeah. And down, row, clean, press, squat, and again, deadlift, row, clean, press, squat, deadlift, row, clean, press, squat, row, clean, press, squat. And I'm going to switch. I'm going to go to the other hand, deadlift, row, clean, press, squat, deadlift, row, clean, press, squat, deadlift, row, clean, press, squat, deadlift, row, clean, press, squat. Last one. Deadlift, row, clean, press, squat. I'm going to go do some hand-to-hand swings. Yeah. I guess it's the season to be taking it easy, especially if we've been busy at work, right? I mean, the whole point of working is to have time to relax from work. At some point, are you going to be doing any kind of New Year's resolutions or Christmas or New Year's workouts? I think I let everyone know in the community posts that I'm taking Christmas Day off and New Year's Day off. At least I'll be working out, but no, I won't be working out. I'll be streaming, but I won't be working out, is what I'm trying to say. So, just worth keeping in mind. All right, now swing, clean, press, squat again, swing, clean, press, squat, swing, clean, press, squat, swing, clean, press, squat, and set it down. And we'll be repeating that with the other hand. How many resolutions? Just keep going with maybe more heavy lifting. Kettlebell, good morning. It's been a long time. It's good to see you again. Thank you for dropping by. I'm glad to see you here and to know that you're doing well. And Poor Man's Gym, I think we're on the same page about New Year's resolutions. And I've been talking about them for a couple of weeks now with everyone on the channel. Is that showing up and doing the work every day and being consistent and doing something we enjoy over the course of a year is way more important than setting resolutions that are ill thought through and given in by influencers and media. Rather looking at some structural changes that we need to make in our lives to get to where we want to be, whether that's health and fitness, finances, or anything else. Korea, how goes your health and fitness journey towards the end of the year? I hope you've been keeping well and doing well over the last month or so since we last spoke. And, man's gym. Good for you for being where you are today, for being able to talk about that, and for having that attitude. Respect. And I appreciate you sharing that. Defeat lust, hard work, that's right. That's what we show up and do the work for. So, swing, clean, press, squat, swing, clean, press, squat, swing, press, squat, press, squat. All right. Now, this is going to be one. Let's see how it goes. We're going to give it a try. All right. That's a 16 kilo, by the way. All right. I'm surprised it went as well as it did. Well, it's been pretty great. Been running more often. Very nice. Way to work out. I really enjoy it. Yeah, it's a good hybrid workout, right? Combining running with our strength training. Get the benefit of building muscles, lean mass, getting stronger, and working on that broad base cardiovascular strength and conditioning. I love the combination. Now that my foot is completely better, I also intend to go back out running when I can. Have a great day as well, my friend Poor Man's Gym. Morning. That's right. Doing the hard things first, then I have an hour and a half commute to visit a customer later in the south of the country. So I'm glad that I get this workout in, because there's going to be a lot of sitting on the commute there and back. You have a good day, keep up the good work, and enjoy the coming weeks. And Korea, do you have any challenges or ideas going into 2025, having found a good rhythm? 2024, let me know. And defeat lust. And do you work out with kettlebells? Is there anything you do just generally interested in health and fitness? Let me know in the chat. And anyone else who's there, go ahead and say hi. I'd like to hear from you, know what you're up to. And you can ask me about health and fitness in my 40s. And I train to live an active, self-sufficient, and adventurous life. And we're going to go back to the flow now with a 16 kilo, by the way. So I do that by minding my sleep, minding what I eat, training strength, conditioning, and mobility, trying to do things that I enjoy, spend time with people I love and care about, and generally live a stress-free life. If that's something you're interested in, you go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and we can have a conversation about health and fitness in life. I think there's at least one more video forthcoming this year. It's going to be a bit of a reflection and looking forward. And we're going to do some new formats next year. Focusing on how I plan my month of training to reach my goal of being able to snatch and press that 20-kilo kettlebell by the end of the year. Hey, YouTube punk, my friend, and the gang is there indeed. You're late to the party. I hope you're doing well in Texas. I hope life is treating you well. I hope everything ahead of the holiday seasons is going well for you also. I was just talking about how for the New Year's, probably going to put up a monthly video where we talk about my training schedule for that month and what I'm trying to accomplish and work towards. And I'm thinking for shorts, I might start putting out like little, 10-minute, easy to follow along with complexes and combinations, just for people to get some inspiration for their home workouts, and hopefully get up to that 3,000 hours of watch time. By the way, and those are all things that are on my mind for sure as we go into the new year. Let's see who else dropped by. And Mel B. Hey Mel B, thanks for dropping by. Now the gang is truly complete. I think we're only missing Justin and Eddie Spaghetti. We can have a fun conversation. More fun than we're already having. Maybe Korea. Just keep up. Keep moving around here. Love it. I've been saying the same thing. The only goal I really have, despite all kinds of ambitions, is to show up every day and do the work. And if I reach that goal, 320 days out of the year, then out of all the things that I can do in 2025, I know that I've put in the time and energy to stay fit and healthy and to feel competent, capable for whatever life throws at me. I think one of the biggest mistakes people start to make around this time is that they believe that they can gorge on the holiday season and then take 2 weeks in January to starve it off. That's possible, but it's not nothing to do with health and fitness. Health and fitness is a commitment for life. To have a regular practice, whether that's daily or every day, to do things that are conducive to our general health and fitness. So let's keep that in mind, and thanks for inspiring me, Korea, and reminding me that simple is better, that I'm not the only one who thinks that way. Swings. And here we are. For anyone else who's watching, my name is Toby. I'm 40 years old. And I try to live an active, self-sufficient and adventurous life. So by minding my sleep, what I eat, strength, conditioning, mobility training, as you can see here with kettlebells. If that's something you're interested in, you go ahead, check out my channel, maybe subscribe. Let's get me to the 1,000 subscribers before New Year's. And do 3,000 hours of watch time in the first 3 months of next year. And then we can rock and roll a bit further. All right, I'm going to do snatches. And we're on the final sets of today's exercises. By the way, YouTube punk. It's Mobility Day. I love it. Mobility is underrated and overlooked by most people in their routines. It's crucial and important for us to maintain range of motion, but also for us to understand where we have some impediments that need work. The trick with the snatch is to generate sufficient momentum from bottom to top, from that hip hinge, from the legs. Yeah, working on the coordination. Not the best at moving that way. But I have the lessons. Sometimes I manage, sometimes I don't. Let's give it a try. And the last one. And that's it, friends. We are done for this morning. Full body workout. 25 minutes with a bit of talking. Not bad, I'd say, for start of the Wednesday morning. A reminder, that extra glass of water that I'm programming in, look, it's becoming a habit. And to all of you who are watching, thanks for dropping by this morning. Go ahead, check out my channel if you're interested in health, fitness, kettlebell, my life at 40, and how I try to stay fit and healthy. Here every morning on a live stream for workout, unless something happens in life that prevents me, which isn't very often. And we can continue the conversation. Poor Man's Gym, Korea, Mel B, YouTube Punk, Defeat Lust. Thanks for dropping by, saying hi. I hope you're all well. And I appreciate you all dropping by, saying hello, hitting that like button. You don't know how much that helps. Leaving a comment in the chat. I really appreciate it. And also, coming up on the end of the year, I can't say it enough. I appreciate all of you dropping by, spending time with me whenever I'm live and online, and also with some comments under other videos. It's made these mornings a lot more fun for me. So, from me to you, a heartfelt thank you. For everyone else, I train to live an active, self-sufficient and adventurous life. at 40, 50, 60, 70, if that's something you're interested in, you go ahead and check out my channel and maybe subscribe and watch some more videos. I'd appreciate that. Remember, friends, we're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. This person we are today who's going to help us get to the goals we have tomorrow. And the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. So I'll see you tomorrow for another stream